Hey, coaches. Coach E here with 8-Man Breakdowns. Let's get started. Today, we're going to be talking about running inside zone in 8-man. So we're going to take a look at a couple different ways to run the basic inside zone. We'll look at it from a couple formations. And for each formation, I'm going to use the huddle playbook screenshots to walk through the play art and break down each play. The majority of what I will show you, though, is what I've learned and kind of how I've taught inside zone in 8-man over the years. All right, let's get into it here. So we'll use two formations. Like always, if your terminology is different than mine, no worries. I'm going to translate it as best as I can. All right, starting here with inside zone from what I'm calling a wing split formation. I'm simply calling it this because we have an F, there's our wing, and an X, which is our split guy. All right, so wing split formation. That's why I'm calling it that. So first, let's start with the blocking here. Basically, every interior lineman, including the F and the Y, are just zone blocking to the right. All right, taking their zone steps, aiming for the middle of their numbers. The only one with a different assignment, though, is the center, who he's going to double the nose with the left guard here. And then once they have him taken care of, he'll release up to that right linebacker. All right. While all that action is taking place in the O-line, the tailback is then going to be aiming for the right butt cheek of that center. All right. And then that's where he's got his two options. He's either going to bang it through the right front side A gap right here with this arrow, or he can bend it back through the backside A gap on the cutback. All right. That basically wraps up our first play here of inside zone, honestly. So let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to continue here with inside zone for what I'm calling a spread ace formation. You could probably say spread ace right, and I'll explain why I'm calling it that. So spread ace, let me actually add that. Spread ace right. All right. So the reason I'm calling it that is ace, it's a 1x1. It's a spread look. We're spread wide with 1x1 look with ace and our tight ends on the right side. So that's where I'm going spread ace right. Okay. So again, we're going to start with the blocking again here. So once again, every interior lineman, including the Y now, there's no wing in this, but including the Y, they're all going to zone block to the right. I should have flipped it and showed it to the left, but oh well, we're going right again. So they're all going to zone step to the right. All right. The only assignment person here that's changing is the right guard now in this case. He's going to now do the same thing the center did in the previous play. He's going to double up the nose with the center and then release to the right linebacker after they have the nose taken care of. All right. While this action is all taking place, the same thing is going on in the backfield. The tailback aiming for that right butt cheek of the center. Again, with the same two options, either bang it through the front side A gap or bend it back through the backside A gap. All right. This is honestly a true zone read, though, meaning the quarterback is going to read the backside D end here on the left side from the beginning. He's going to set up the mesh, reading the left D end. If the left D end squeezes down on the tailback, quarterback will pull it and run it to the outside where the X is going to go block that corner. I don't have that on there. But then, of course, if the D end just sits, he's going to give it, and the running back has those two options on the inside zone run. All right. And honestly, that's a basic rundown of inside zone, right? Including a zone read. And of course, you can add an RPO or you could run all sorts of different stuff with it. But that just kind of wraps up my summary of inside zone here in 8-man. All right. And real quick, though, I'll show you a quick GIF cut up here. I was about to say guff cut up. Look at how TCU ran inside zone read last season against Cal. All right. So you can see the entire O-line zone blocking to the left, while the tailback, in this case, number 6, Zach Evans, he was one of the top-rated running backs in the nation coming into the season last year. But anyway, he presses the front side A gap to the left, aiming to that left butt cheek of the center, and then he ends up bending it back to the right side A gap and ends up doing the rest, taking it 51 yards for a touchdown. But as Evans is beginning his path, that's where the TCU quarterback, number 15, I think it's Dugan is how you say his last name, Max Dugan. He reads that right DN, number 48, and number 48 sits. So Dugan gives the ball off to Evans, who does the rest, like I said before. So had number 48 squeezed down at all there, Dugan probably would have kept it, pulled it to the outside, and followed that slot receiver, number 22. But he didn't. He gave it to Evans for the touchdown because he made the correct read, and he took it to the house. And this, I was watching this game not long ago on YouTube, and this was like right before half. They were just trying to run a short run play, get a few yards, see what they could get. They had another 2 timeouts, and then he ended up busting it for a touchdown. But anyway, unfortunately for TCU, that running back Zach Evans right there is transferring to Ole Miss. But nonetheless, I'm excited to see how he does at Ole Miss because they got Jackson Dart, the transfer from USC, and anything is fun to watch in Lane Kiffin's offense in the SEC, honestly. But there you go. That's a quick look at how TCU used inside zone last season, specifically inside zone read right there. But yeah. All right. If you want to study some more inside zone, feel free to click the link in the description here. I'm going to leave this in the description. This link will take you straight to the weekly spirals breakdown of the inside zone run scheme. So yeah, feel free to check that out if you want. And with that, I'm going to wrap up today's episode of Inside Zone in 8-man. Remember, if you guys have any questions for me, be sure to comment your question on this video. I'll get back with you as quickly as I can. And if you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, once again, guys, please click subscribe and check out any of my previous videos here on the screen. Remember, it's all free. All right. And like always, thanks for watching.